Hi and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga, and today we are going to focus on our back today, the posterior side of our body, from the base of the head to the bottom of the pelvis. So if you are taking care of anything, be kind. Listen to your body. If today you're feeling a little tight, a little tense, just be gingered, be gentle. Really listen and focus on your breath. Big, full, deep breaths in and out, guys. Intensity scale, let's keep it between a 5 and a 7 if that's doable for you. If you feel like you're sneaking up into the higher intensities, just be mindful. Make sure you're still breathing really slow and deep. We're gonna take a fair amount of time and be on our bum today. So if sitting cross-legged is not the most of your favorite positions, you're welcome to sit up on a bolster, a pillow, a folded blanket, whatever you like. You can also just change and extend your legs out whenever you wish. All right, so a seated position that works for you. If you can cross your legs, fantastic. If not, adjust and come to a comfortable place. We're going to bring those palms down towards the floor, pressing it into the mat, crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, a little tuck of your chin towards your chest. So from the base of the head all the way down the spine, just feeling a gentle pull. As you exhale, roll your head to the right ear over the right shoulder. Face turning towards front, just ear dipping down towards that right shoulder, and then press your left palm down towards the ground. If any pose that we come to, any stretch, all of a sudden you feel that you're clenching your jaw or squeezing your eyes shut, take a moment and see if you can let that go. That's an indication that you have gone past your 5 to 7 on that intensity scale. Bring it back, release your chin down towards your chest. With the chin towards the chest, roll those shoulders up and back, and let your shoulders slide down and away. And we roll the head to the left ear over the left shoulder. Again, face is turned towards front, that right palm presses down towards the ground. Soften your jaw, relax your eyes, and just breathe. Our job here this time on our mat, we're going to work to let go of any tension and tightness that we're finding, particularly throughout the back side of the body. Releasing the chin back down towards the chest. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, and just gently pull. Elbows falling around the ears, arms as heavy as feels okay to you. Inhale, head up nice and tall, open those elbows wide, and I just want you to squeeze through the shoulder blades. Elbows might pull back just a little bit. We're not arching our back, we're staying tall. Our core is engaged, but we can feel that activation through the back side of the body. As you exhale, gently draw the chin towards the chest, close the elbows, space between those shoulder blades. Inhale, we lift the head, open those elbows, and again, squeeze through the base of the shoulder blades. Find your breath. Again, we're not arching our back. We're just activating through that upper body, through the back side of the body, that posterior chain. And gently one more time, elbows around the ears, gently pulling forward, stretching all down the spine. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And this time, relax the shoulders, let those elbows fall wide, and let your head just lean back into your hands. Supporting the weight of the head, just close your eyes, relax your jaw. Inhaling it up nice and tall, extend the arms to the sky, release that right hand down, left arm up and over. Oh gosh, we're gonna stay up on that right hand, and we're gonna push that right hand into the floor as you lift that left side of the rib cage high. Turn your gaze to the sky. That lateral flexion of the spine, opening up through the rib cage, stretching all those intercostal muscles down that left side. As you exhale, release your tummy and chest down towards your thigh. Relax the weight of your head. I hope your day is going well. I hope if you are feeling a little tense and tight in the back, it's not too bad, and we can really get into it and release a lot of that tension and tightness, improving your mobility and just your overall well-being. Roll it back open and rise. Both arms reach high and release that left hand down, right arm up and over. Again, that lateral flexion. It should feel really good. A little push with that left hand, lifting the right side just a little bit through the rib cage, stretching all those intercostal muscles between the ribs. As you exhale, releasing your tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. Relax the weight of your head. And once again, roll it back open. And rise, both arms reach high. As you exhale, pull those elbows down. Cactus arms, open up that chest, squeeze through those shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, pull it down. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, pull it down. Inhale, reach it up. And gently release your arms down by your sides. We're going to rock it back. Take note of what leg is in front, and we're going to switch in just a moment. I'm going to open this way just so there's not an inappropriate crotch shot. Sitting up nice and tall, hands to the shins, and just walk it forward. Tummy and chest coming forward. Lots of room for that tummy to just hinge it forward. Breathe. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Hands can just stay resting. Feeling that stretch all the way up your spine. If it feels good to you, intensifying by walking your hands forward. As those arms outstretch, fingertips reaching, feeling that deeper stretch from the tips of the fingers all the way down to your tailbone. Again, intensity is not above a 7. So if you're feeling that, check in with your breath. Back it off if you need to. Starting at your tailbone, ever so slowly, ragdoll your way up. So just stacking each vertebra and just pulling those hands in to sit up nice and tall. And now we're going to sit with the other leg in front. If you're like, oh, I'm not sure, check it out. Like I just came back to the same side. I'm like, oh, no, that's not right. Bringing those hands down by your sides, pressing your palms down towards the ground. As you exhale, turn and look out over your right shoulder and gently bring your chin down towards your collarbone. Press your left palm down towards the ground. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Turn your gaze back through center and then look out over your left shoulder just as far as you can turn your head. And gently bring your chin down towards your collarbone. Pressing that right palm down towards the ground. Breathe. So we're going to come up onto our hands and knees at some point today. We're going to come down onto our backs, but we're going to keep it gentle. Lift your gaze, turn it back to face front, bring your hands forward, and let's walk it forward. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down. Arms can go as long, extended as you like, or you can keep a soft bend in the elbows. You can actually stack your hands or stack fists if that feels good to you. Sometimes supporting your body, the upper body, in this stretch can feel really nice if having gravity pulling on you is a little too intense. So listen to your body, take care of it. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the left. Reach to your right fingertips and just let your head be heavy. We're being intentional, we're being mindful, we're being kind. Let's roll that right arm up and over, opening the tummy and chest to the side, reach it out. This time, if you like, you can stay up on your hand or you can come down onto your left forearm. Just really make sure that left sit bone doesn't lift, and then we're going to roll that right shoulder back. How's your breath? Are you holding it? If so, back off a little bit, find your breath. Once again, releasing your tummy and chest back down towards your thigh, head heavy. And lift just slightly, walk it through center. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Use that support if you need it. Stack your fists if that feels good. Remember, this is all about taking care of yourself. Not a scorecard. Nothing to do with ego, guys. All about your well-being. We lift just slightly and walk our hands to the right, reaching through the left fingertips. Let your head be heavy. Taking care of the back, My goodness, such an important piece of our overall health and well-being. Let's circle that left arm up and over, opening the tummy and chest. And again, you can stay up on your hand or you can come down onto your forearm. We're going to roll that left arm up and over and then roll that left shoulder back. If your back has remained healthy and strong, really no issues, oh my goodness, celebrate that. That is such a gift. Until you've had something go wrong, you just can't quite appreciate it. And then you just want to keep it feeling strong and healthy. Exhaling and releasing your tummy and chest back down towards your thigh. That's what yoga has done for me. It's been such a gift, and I just want to give it back to any and all, everybody. Walking it back through center, fingertips reach out. And this series of stretches is really a godsend to me. If ever there are only a few stretches or one session that I could do, this kind of encompasses everything that helps my back be strong and allows me to do all the other things that I do. Circling those hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. Let's go 3 cactus arms. As you exhale, pull those elbows back and down. These cactus arms, amazing for your posture. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale and pull it down. Anybody who does a lot of work with those arms, if you're working on computers, if you're a hairdresser, anything like that, where you're constantly being pulled forward, this is amazing. Working those back muscles, the posterior chain, and again, let those arms just float down by your sides. Let's come up onto all fours to a tabletop position. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. You can always be up on fists rather than on your palms if the wrists don't like being bent like that. You are welcome to do that. We take a big breath in, lowering the tummy towards the ground, lifting your gaze and your sit bones. Cow pose. Exhaling and hollowing the tummy and chest, lift your spine, tuck your chin to cat. Inhaling it back to cow. And exhaling it to cat. Let's do one more of each. Big inhale. Big full exhale. Coming back to center and just waggle your hips. Side to side, just wag them. Breathe. Coming back to center, sit your sit bones back towards your heels and walk your hands forward towards the top of your mat. We come into child's pose. Your knees can be together or apart, slightly apart if you like. Getting a nice little bonus stretch for your quadriceps, for your knees and your shins, and for those shoulders, but just a really nice stretch all through the spine. Great way to release tension in that lower back. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the right. Reach to your left fingertips, and then press your hips to the left as you relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands through center, and then over to the left, reaching through your right fingertips just as far as you can reach. Press your hips to the right, and relax the weight of the upper body down. So we're going to get some lateral movements, some flexion, some extension, some rotation. Really working in all directions and promote good mobility, flexibility, and letting go of tension. Lifting slightly, walking it back through center. Child's pose. And let's slowly rise, walking those hands back underneath the shoulders to tabletop. We shift our weight to our left hand, right arm reaching up just as high as you can reach. And then as you exhale, pass that right hand through, shoulder to the mat, side of the head just above the mat, and rotate and reach. Left arm high, reach it up. Just as high as you're able. If you need to keep that left hand down, yes, please do. We're not sinking into the shoulder or the neck. We're staying tall out of that right shoulder. Exhaling and releasing that left hand down, pressing it back up to tabletop. And we switch, shifting our weight to our right hand. Left arm reaching up. And as you exhale, pass that left hand through, shoulder to the mat, side of the head to the mat, just above that ear, and rotate and reach. Right arm high, working to open your chest, to reach up out of that right shoulder. You're welcome to close your eyes and feel all the feels. What's going on? How are you? Are you being kind? Are you listening to your body? Are you making sure you're getting those big, full, deep breaths? I hope so. Gently releasing the hand, pressing it back up to tabletop. Take a giant step forward with each hand. And then as you exhale, press your chest down towards the ground, armpits towards your mat, sit bones reaching high, chin, cheek, or forehead to the mat for puppy pose. Breathe. Inhale, we lift just enough to pull those hands back towards the knees. Come over onto a hip. Sweep your feet around. Go ahead and slide on down towards the top of your mat. Extending those legs out long, flex your feet. And we're going to check in with those hamstrings. A lot of times, if we have a lot of tension and tightness in the lower back, those hamstrings can be pretty tight. Sitting up tall, hands are down by your sides. We're in staff pose. Flexing those feet if you're able. If you need to support underneath your knees with a rolled up towel, a block, anything, please do so. Again, nothing too intense. Just 2 of 6 or 7 maybe. If it feels right to you, slowly walk your hands forward. Releasing the weight of the upper body down. Just folding over, drawing your nose towards your knees. So what's going on with those hamstrings? How about those glutes? I know this is a hamstring stretch, but remember we're working throughout the spine. And if we can get those hamstrings to relax a little bit, to stretch a little bit, that'll help lessen that pull in the lower back. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet, lower your arms. If you need to take one knee with you back, hold on to the knee and gently take it down. If you'd like to work on that core, slowly, those abdominal muscles, those deep core muscles, slow and steady taking it down. Each vertebra coming to the mat, one at a time. And open those arms out to a T. Pull that right knee in towards your chest. Extend that right leg to the sky. Point your toes and flex your foot. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. Just soften your foot. Bend your knee. Bringing that right hand up, taking a hold just below the knee, and we're going to guide that right knee up and out towards your armpit. You're going to do your very best to keep that pelvis as level as you can. There's going to be a tendency to kind of roll to the right side. Work to keep your pelvis level. Now draw it back to center. Release your right arm out to a T. Left hand's going to take a hold of that right knee and gently guide it across your body. Greatest stretch ever. Turn and take your gaze out over that right arm. Let that left arm be heavy. Let gravity do the work. You just focus on closing your eyes, softening your jaw, and deepening that breath. Some of my favorites to help take care of my back. I hope they work for you, and I hope you feel that same release and relief. Releasing, rolling back to center. Extending that right leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through your hip, and slowly lower your leg down. Controlling and gently releasing. Pulling that left knee in. Extending that left leg, flex your foot. That's a nice little stretch. And point. And flex. What do you feel and where? I always like to check in. Does it feel any different? If you're just starting your yoga journey, point. Just take note of what you're feeling. And flex. If you've been doing yoga for a long time, notice what you feel. If you're like, this just feels amazing, celebrate that. Soften your foot, bend your knee, place that left hand to the base of the knee, just to the top of the shin, and pull that left knee up and out. We're going to do our very best to keep that right side of the pelvis down. There's a tendency to kind of roll over onto that left hip. This is a cool feeling if you can feel those right obliques kicking in to keep those hips and that pelvis level. Now we pass that left knee back through center, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull it across. Oh, both shoulders stay on the mat. Turn and look out over that left arm if that's okay. This is one of the poses that saves me every day. It's one of the ones, it's so good for every reason. So massaging those internal organs for digestion and elimination. Great outer hip stretch. Amazing at releasing that lower back. Great mobility for the middle back, that thoracic spine. A super amazing mood shifter. So if ever you're feeling sad, angry, out of sorts, any kind of negative emotion, this pose, the supine spinal twist, is like magic. Wringing out any and all of the negativity. If you give it just a little bit of time. Slowly rolling it back to center when you're ready. Extending that left leg, point your toes. Little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Let's pull that right foot in right by your bottom, and then the left. Feet are hip width apart. Hands come down by your sides, palms to the mat. A little pelvic tilt so that the small of the back presses into the mat, and slowly begin to press through your heels as you lift your hips to the sky, peeling your spine off the mat. Just one vertebra at a time. We're going to come up to our bridge pose. At the top of bridge pose, give those buns a good squeeze. If it feels right to you, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and work to extend those arms. Perhaps roll your shoulders underneath you, one at a time, and lift those hips a little higher. Breathe in slow and steady, knees right in line with those hips, chin towards your chest, just gazing up towards your belly button. Active and strong through the back of the body, opening up your heart. Gently releasing your hands, unrolling one shoulder at a time, and ever so slowly bringing one vertebra back to the mat at a time. Being mindful, being deliberate, feeling each and every vertebra touch. Don't rush it. This one's an easy one to try and rush. Feel it. Draw one knee in towards your chest, and then the other, and just gently rock side to side. How you feel? Hopefully amazing. At least a little better. Let's come back to center. Shifting your hands behind your thighs, you are welcome to rock yourself up, or if rolling to your side is a better option for you today, roll to your side and use the strength of your arms to help you come back up. We come back up to a seated position. Let's make that seated position butterfly. Sitting up nice and tall, close your eyes. If you're like, I'm not a big fan of butterfly, you can crisscross those legs or find another space that feels good to you. Just sit up nice and tall. Let those shoulders gently fall down and away from your ears. Feel the length in your spine as you sit, as tall as you can sit. And breathe. We focus on our breath. We are present right here. We take a moment to thank our body and our mind for taking this journey today, for promoting health and well-being, for listening to our being and being kind. Just pull the hands to heart center. Gently open your eyes. Thank you, my friend, for being here. I hope that helped immensely. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Whatever's left of it, I hope it's just fantastic. And as always, you guys, it's an honor and a privilege to be here for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for choosing to spend some time with me and taking care of yourself on your mat. Be well, take care, and until the next time, namaste.